The pieces are in place for November's US presidential election, with Kamala Harris tapping Minnesota Governor Tim Walz to be her running mate. Cheers greeted the two when they appeared on stage at their first joint campaign rally in Philadelphia. The 60-year-old is considered to have broad electoral appeal. He was a coach, teacher and military veteran before becoming governor. He thanked Ms Harris for re-energising the Democratic campaign before targeting Republican candidate Donald Trump.
Wow. Thank you, Philadelphia. Thank you, Madam Vice President, for the trust you put in me, but maybe more so, thank you for bringing back the joy. Donald Trump's not fighting for you or your family. He never sat at that kitchen table like the one I grew up at, wondering how we were going to pay the bills. He sat at his country club up in Mar-a-Lago, wondering how he can cut taxes for his rich friends.
Earlier, Kamala Harris posted a video online showing the moment she asked Tim Walz to run with her.
Good morning, Governor. You understand our country. You have dedicated yourself to our country in so many different and beautiful ways. And we're going to do this. We're going to win. And we're going to unify our country and remind everyone that we are fighting for the future for everyone.
Let's do it. Do the work in front of us. Let's win this thing.
The Harris campaign will be relying on Tim Walz's rural appeal to boost her campaign across the upper Midwest, particularly in the battleground states of Michigan and Wisconsin. He grew up in the small town of West Point in Nebraska and was a social studies teacher, football coach and union member. Mr Walz is a hunter and gun owner and served 24 years in the Army's National Guard. He entered politics in 2006 before becoming the state's governor in 2018. Nationally, Mr Walz is relatively unknown, but like senior Democrats, many voters are welcoming his selection.
Very excited about the pick of Governor Tim Walz. He's a walking hug. Who can't love somebody that gave free lunch to all the children in his state?
He's been terrific, and I was excited to see him announced today.
He's just an approachable, down-to-earth person. He speaks plainly. He speaks the truth. He doesn't sugarcoat things. He doesn't tell you what you want to hear. I think all of those are very good qualities in a leader locally and nationally.
Sometimes life is as much about the lessons you learn as the lessons you teach.
The Democratic campaign is wasting no time promoting Tim Walz as a man who has delivered for working families. It hopes to capitalise on the Midwestern governor's record. He's helped to drive an ambitious agenda in his state.
I tried to teach my students what small-town Nebraska taught me: respect, compromise, service to country. And so when I went into government, that's what I carried with me. I worked with Republicans to pass an infrastructure bill, cut taxes for working families, signed paid leave into law. I codified abortion rights after Roe got overturned, because I go to work for the common good.
Unsurprisingly, Donald Trump has criticised the choice of Tim Walz as the running mate for Kamala Harris. Walz has branded the former president and his Republican VP pick, J.D. Vance, as weird. Vance says he's prepared to debate his rival.
Tim Walz's record is a joke. He's been one of the most far-left radicals in the entire United States government at any level. But I think that what Tim Walz's selection says is that Kamala Harris has bent the knee to the far left of her party, which is what she always does.
Tim Walz was one of almost a dozen Democratic candidates considered for the job. Mr Walz and Kamala Harris are now embarking on a blitz of swing states before the Democratic National Convention starts on the 19th of August.